Cummins RS800. There's been a little bit of progress since last time you saw us. We've started having a look at the electrics. We've got the starter motor run off the key now. There was a bit of a wiring issue there. We've got quite a few of the water pipes on now. By the looks of things, yes, we've got the throttle cable on as well. Lee's been having a go at it the other day, but never had the camera to video it. One thing that's not working at the moment is the fuel pump, so I'm going to have to go on a bit of a wiring investigation and find out why the fuel pump's not coming on. I'm not going to video all this because when it comes to wiring, I do sometimes swear and shout a little bit, and I don't like wiring. To be fair, I don't think many people do. So I'm not going to video all this because there will be a few temper tantrums. I know, but I'd rather not while I'm working out. It's not the easiest thing to sort out. I don't have a wiring diagram or anything, so I'm just going to have to try and trace wires and try and see where they go to, look at the relay, check the wires from the relay, go to the pump, check the wires going to the relay, see if we've got lines there. So it's going to be a bit of a long process to try and find, and then hopefully get some fuel, and if I'll get the fuel pump working and get some fuel in it, might actually get it fired up. We do still need the radiator on, do still need a few water pipes on, but we can fire the car up and have it running for a little bit just to make sure everything's working before we put all of that on. Just in case it doesn't work, it's better off leaving that off because then it's easier to get the bits and check to see if we've got any issues. But hopefully when we continue this, I'll have the car turned over and you might see it fire up for the first time in quite a lot of years from what I can gather. I've never seen the car run. I've known the car probably about 5 years now and I've never seen it run, so I don't know the last time it was running, to be honest. So I'm going to get on with this now and hopefully see you soon. Well, I've now been messing about with the wiring for the fuel pump, and it seems like the car's got two immobilisers on and one of them doesn't seem to want to come off. So I'm going to wait for Lee to get back and we'll have to go through, see if there's any wires that we've missed off the wiring harness. I think there's a couple of earths there that aren't on, which they could be part of the issue. It's causing a bit of a headache at the moment. So I'm going to wait for Lee to get back and then we'll have a look at it together. In the meantime, I'm just going to start putting some bits back together in the interior. See if I can get some of the interior built back up. Back water panel, the back water panels that are going, I need to locate them. The parcel shelf holders, looks of things, somebody's cut the wiring for the speakers, so I think I'm going to put new connectors on there and wire them back up. I've got the back seats there, so we'll get the back seats back in. Maybe get the door cards on, see if everything works, make sure the electric windows and things work. Then we'll see about getting the door cards and things on as well. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know if that feels right. Start emptying loads of bits out of this. I think we can get somewhere near with it. Lee did want us to tie it in the garage up while he was away, but I've been at work most of the week, so I haven't really had time. Now I'm going to make more of a mess emptying this car out. But I'm not making a lot of progress at the moment. Every time I go to put something on, I realise there's something else that needs to go on first that I can't actually find. I can only find one of the rear quarter panel covers, so don't know where the other one is. Doesn't seem to be in here. I've had a look where we've stored loads of the parts and it wasn't there either. So I can't put that in yet. I think I'm going to have another look at this fueling issue, this fuel pump issue. See if I can trace this wire and see where it goes to.
got the wires in the top of the tank. That immobiliser wire there's flashing, but when I click that, it goes off, so that immobiliser's going off, but the fuel pump still isn't kicking in. So we do have a wiring issue somewhere. There is another immobiliser which I've found the plug for on the kick trim. That doesn't seem to come off either. That doesn't actually have a light on it. I wonder if it's that one. Oh, well, I'm not getting very far. I'm just done trying to trace the wiring now, so I can try and work out what goes left with this fuel pump. But it's not going very well. Right, so unfortunately we haven't had the best of days today. There's still a few things that I can't find that I need to go on. So, nuts and bolts that I can't find. So I'm going to have to see Lee to see if he knows where they are. If not, we're going to have to locate some. Wiring issue with the fuel pump, I'm unsure of at the moment. It looks like it's immobilised, but the immobiliser sounds like it's coming off. I found there was a couple of earths missing off the immobiliser, so I've put them on. Immobiliser's clicking when you knock it off, so that says it's working. I'm going to take the fuse box back out by the looks of it, trace the wire back to the fuse box and back to the relay, see if we've got power going into the relay. If we've got power going into the relay, check see if we've got it coming out. If we haven't, then it's going to be a wiring issue. Maybe check for a break in a wire. The wiring harness has been out of the car, so there is that possibility of a wire being damaged. But hopefully we should have a bit more progress for you. And tomorrow we're going to finish putting the engine in Chris's Escort, I think. So we've got the engine in. It needs all piping up and everything, get it running, put the oil in. So I'm hoping we're going to have that running tomorrow. And then you'll be able to hear that one. And then it's a matter of getting that one MOT'd and ready for the show. We've got a Classic Ford show that we do on, I think, on the 22nd of June, which is done by North East Ford Meet. It's a Classic Ford show. So I think we're going to be going down to that on the 22nd and should be taking my Escort Cabriolet, which turns out it now needs a wheel bearing. I had a noise on it the other day, and when I've looked, my brake disc's catching me pad carrier, and I've had a feel of it and it's playing the wheel bearing, so that's going to want doing. So we should have my Cabriolet there, we should have Lee's white Escort XR3i there, and should have Chris's yellow Escort ready for that. And we'll be taking all three cars down to Squires and get them into this Classic Ford show. So any of you that go down to that show, hopefully we'll see you then.
Right, back off holiday. Seeing what Graham's done to the RS18. Me and Graham had a half an hour on this yesterday, Monday. Just had a quick look at the wiring. It looks like an absolute mess, but we know where everything goes. There's a couple of wires to solder, 3 in fact, and then put all that back in and tidy it all up, get all the steering wheel secured, all the stalks on, everything like that. We'll get it built back up. But fuel pump's working. Let's see what. There we have it. Up and running. That's first thing this morning. Obviously it's cold because there's no radiator on yet. Right. Like I say, half an hour, took the whole immobiliser out, took our whole alarm out, I think there's a problem, obviously, internally in the immobiliser. It's that old. I mean, this car's never run for 12 years, so we are now getting somewhere. We've just got to put all the water system on and a breather system. We've noticed a breather pipe missing. But yeah, Graham panicking a little bit about for us getting back, but I keep telling him not to panic. It's only nuts and bolts. But there you have it. We should be brake pipes done and off to the paint shop.